Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Paterson, again with a new video, and today I'm doing a requested video talking all about my Illustrator workspace and why I have different things on my workspace. This was requested, so hopefully you guys get something out of it. This video is sponsored by Dev Mountain. So if you don't know, I'm a logo designer and hand lettering artist, and I make all the stuff either by hand and then onto the computer or just by hand. So I do a lot of stuff with typography, and that means looking at fonts as well. I create fonts and I basically just manipulate type. So a lot of my workspace is customized to what I want it to be. Now, I'm going to show you a different customization. I think there is I've got a tutorial one, and basically up here on the top right, you can change your workspace. Now, you can go to the Essentials workspace, and this is kind of like the Essentials. So this is what you'll sometimes get if you are working on your Illustrator. But you can create your own different workspaces, and I'm going to put my workspace down below in the description for you to download on my website, I think, or somewhere else, and you'll be able to use my workspace if you want to. So the main thing about my workspace is I'll show you all around it now. So I have my toolbar over here on the left, and then I have this character panel up here with the paragraph, open type stuff. And then I have actions down here. Now the reason why I've got stuff on the left here is so when I press Command T, I can get rid of it. Command T brings up the character panel. So this whole panel has been customized. So when I'm on Illustrator doing logo designs or whatever, I have these essential things out, which is my layer panel, which is over here on the right. I have my color swatches just here, so I can go to my color libraries and save some swatches. I also have the Pathfinder function here, and the reason why I have the Pathfinder function is so that I can go ahead and quickly manipulate shapes. So I use Pathfinder a lot, and if you're a designer, logo designer, or someone who creates icons or type, you'll either use the shape builder tool or the Pathfinder function a lot. And the Pathfinder function basically allows you to manipulate shapes, and I'll show you how. So I'm showing you this on a big screen here because this is the way that I normally work. But here's the circle, and say if I wanted to create a crescent out of it, I'm just going to duplicate this circle here, and I've got two circles. Now the circle that's on top in the layer order, which is here, and there's one on the bottom, which is just there. The one on top, if I highlight both of these circles and go over to my Pathfinder function over here and press minus front, which is just this one here, it's going to delete the first shape on the top of the second one. So I have my Pathfinder function just there on the right, so I can quickly go ahead and edit shapes and certain things. I also have a line here as well. Now, align objects is a huge bonus for me because I don't know whether things are in the middle or not. I'm heavily reliant on the align function. So basically, if I'm playing around with this logo here, and I go ahead and I want to scale this up or whatever. If I want this to be centered, what I would do is I'd highlight this and I will go to my align objects, and I'm going to align it vertically. And this is going to align it vertically into the artboard, which is this red box you're seeing here. So if I have my artwork down here and I want to like sort of align all of these to the middle, I'm going to go press this one here, and it'll align. If I highlight them first, it will align everything to the middle. And if I wanted to align everything to the center of the artboard, like horizontally, I press this one and it works like that. And then I just drag this one up. I'd make this smaller, like so. Group everything here. And when you group something, it will align that group. And then I'd do the same again. And there you go. There is the aligned version of the artwork. And it's just so simple because it's all automated. You can do a lot of other stuff with the align function, but that's mainly what I use. And you can do a lot of stuff with the Pathfinder function too. Now with the swatches, I have them here because if I go to my libraries panel, which is also on the second side here, I have a bunch of different colors. So say if I'm going to go and change the background colors to this, if I want to bring these colors in, what I would do is I'll just right click on here and press add to swatches. I'll make a new group of my swatches and just drag this down here like so, and I'll get rid of this one here, and I can bring the colors that I want in to this little folder here, and it's just so I can really quickly and easily add the swatches in to the whole platform, and it really speeds up your workflow. So if I wanted the background to be orange, I'll do the orange background. I'll just lock that background, and if I wanted this to be blue, I can make it blue, or I could change the color to, I don't know, like let's have a look at a nicer blue sort of thing. I could drag this or right click this here, add to swatches, drag this down like so, and then click that and you get a better color. I also have over here on my libraries panel, just next to it, my image trace. Now, whenever you want to bring like your own customized panel together, basically you just go to window, and if I wanted to do asset export right here, I could have this anywhere I wanted. I could put it down here if I wanted to. You see the blue line, I can take it off. I can even put it inside of another group of panels, but it depends how you want to be, and you can be really different about it all, and it's really helpful. So I have the image trace functions here, and that is for when I bring something in, such as if I'm working with a texture, I would basically just bring it all in. So this is my work here. I'm doing a video about texture soon. So if I wanted to go ahead and, I don't know, let me find an image to show you. If I bring an image in like this and I want to image trace it really quickly, I don't have to go up to window. I just go to my image trace panel here, and I'll choose a default setting that I've used, such as, you know, this one. So you can't see this very well, but it is there. I'd expand that very quickly and maybe change it to white so you can see it, and you can see there's a texture right there. And that's just a really quick way of me being able to use everything. Now over here on the right, I have a bunch of stuff that I hardly ever use apart from artboards and transparency. The artboard function is very useful to me, so I can just click down here and a new artboard will appear, because if you know me, I create loads of artboards. So if I made this, you can see I've got a bunch here. I could just really quickly make another one, and it will be exactly where I need it to be, and then I can export them the way that I want to export them. I also have stroke down here, and the stroke is basically where I can add strokes to things very quickly instead of going up here. I know a lot of the stuff is up here, but I like to have its own little panel. But if you want to make your own, go to window and just click on something down here, such as, you know, symbols, and you can add this anywhere to your document, and you can have things where you want it to be. But if you wanted to go very pro in this, and sometimes I do this when I'm vectorizing, I want to create my own little toolbar. So instead of having all the tools here that I don't need, and I would have to hold it down and find a tool, I would go up to window and I would go, where is it? It's somewhere around here. It's like tools and then new tool panel, and I would say pen tool like that, and I spelt it wrong right there. But you get your color swatches there, and basically what I would do is I find my pen tool on my panel here, and I just basically drag that into here, and I'll drag whatever I need to into there. So I just hold this down, find the add pen tool thing there, and you just drag it in, and you basically get all the stuff that you need into this little tool panel right there. And it makes it a bunch easier, especially if you have an iMac, because then you can actually bring it down and use whatever you want. So if I'm pen tooling something or vectorizing something, I can just take this little panel anywhere I want, just like that, and it can go anywhere, absolutely anywhere. So you can actually create multiple versions of this toolbar right here. So if I wanted to like go ahead and create a shape like this, but then I realize that I want to manipulate this shape, you've got this little toolbar that can really quickly enable you to have all the functions instead of just holding it down or remembering the hotkey. You've also got your fill and your swatch that you can change around. So I use this quite a lot for when I'm pen tooling stuff on my laptop or whatever, just so I can really quickly get to all these other little functions right there. Another gem inside my workspace is obviously the appearance panel down here. Now, when I say panel, everything is here. You go to window and they bring out little windows, which are these little things. Now, the appearance panel is very useful. I'm just going to drag it up here, because let's say if I'm going to nick a shape actually. Let's just steal a shape. Now, with the appearance panel, basically you can add multiple strokes, multiple things onto it in a layered system. So it's all effects and stuff like that. So I've got here, which is a stroke value, and I can add a stroke inside, and we can go ahead and, you know, let's add a orange stroke, and we change the weight of that. And then I can go ahead and with that stroke, I can highlight this, go to effects, and I can go to, where is it? Where we go? We go to transform, and we can actually transform this stroke. So this is a really cool way of, like we can even expand it out 106 sort of thing on either side. And we can like expand this out, and I know it's very bad sort of look at doing this, but you can see what I'm talking about. So the reason why I have all these things here is literally because it's more comfortable for me and what I do for my job. So what I would suggest you do, if you wanted to have like a workspace where you use a pen tool a lot, I would go up to window, go to your tools and bring out your pen tool one here, and it will save it to your actual place. And you've got this little workspace for when you need it. So it's all about when you need it and how much you need it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It's a bit of an impromptu one, seeing how you guys just wanted to know about this. And the reason why I knew about this is through the Discord. So go and press that Discord down below if you want to go and check it out. And guys, we're nearly at 100,000 as well, so thank you so much for all the support on the channel. I can't wait till we hit 100,000. There's a new video coming out very soon talking all about what's going on next with the channel, like the sort of yearly audit that I do for the channel. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. See you soon. This video is sponsored by Dev Mountain. If any of you are interested in learning UX design, Dev Mountain is a 12-week design bootcamp intended to get you a full-time job in the industry. You can learn more about this at devmountain.com or click the link in the description below.